Welcome to Tiki Rick Adventures. I'm on the Disney Dream for a great cruise. Look at that behind me. Isn't that awesome? What a great backdrop with the sun coming down like that. This is going to be such a fun vacation. But before we get started, I'm going to go back a day and show you guys my travel and how I got here. And then we'll continue on and grab some lunch at Cabanas buffet. But man, this is so great to be on this ship. I'm living the dream. Good morning. I'm going to head to San Diego this morning and I'm super excited. I'm flying out of the San Diego airport. There weren't direct flights to Fort Lauderdale, but I'm gonna fly to Miami and show you how I catch an Uber. I'll let you know what that all costs too. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll let you know what the whole cruise cost me too, because it was really cheap. You guys are gonna be shocked. It was incredibly cheap to get a balcony veranda room. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw the price of this Disney cruise, so I'm super excited. I'm not gonna show you guys a lot of the travel today, but I wanted to include you a little bit. I am flying in the day before the cruise. I cruise out tomorrow. That way I have plenty of time in case the airplane gets delayed or anything like that. You never know what to expect with airplanes these days, so you definitely want to get there early. Getting there a day before is a really good pro tip. And I'm going to stay at a Hilton in Miami, kind of outside Miami, towards Fort Lauderdale to the north of Miami. That way it's a short Uber ride in the morning. So let's go travel today. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to head to the airport now. All right, I made it to my off-site parking place. This was $19 a day for each 24 hours, and it's a free shuttle to the San Diego airport. This one's called Park, Shuttle, and Fly, but they're pretty much all the same. This one's kind of nice because it's under the freeway, so you can park your car in shade, so it's not exposed to the sun for the whole week. There's a lot of other options. You can see over here on to the left, Wally Park. I've used that one before. They're all pretty similar. I usually just pick whatever's the cheapest price, and I'm here way early. My flight's in like 3.5 hours still. Now I just have to get the shuttle to the airport. It'll be like a 10-minute ride to the airport, and we'll be all set. Drop off my luggage, and I'm good to go. All right, I made it to the American Airlines terminal in 15 minutes. It's a pretty calm day here. It's a pretty calm Sunday morning, so I'm lucky. No one was in line to check the bag. I got my bag checked in. I have my other carry-on, so let's head into the airport, go through security, and then I got about 3 hours till my flight, so I'm good to go. All right, I made it through security. It was a long line, but it went quickly, and it was only a 30-minute wait, which is not bad. Let's see, checking that I'm still on time. Here's my flight to Miami on American. I'm at my gate, so all I have to do is relax and hang out for the next couple hours and I'll be good to go. San Diego Airport has a couple of places to eat: Jack in the Box, Panda Express, Pete's Coffee, and California Pizza Kitchen, but it's all so overpriced. It's like triple the price outside of the airport, so I brought all my food. I'm good to go. I don't need to get some overpriced junk food to start the day. Now all I have to do is just hang out. All right, I made it to the Miami airport. There was like a 45-minute delay, but it wasn't a bad flight by any means. It was pretty nice, actually. It's pretty quiet here in Miami. There's thunderstorms outside though, so I have to deal with the rain. I'm just gonna figure out where to catch my Uber. I got my bag. I'm really glad my bag made it with me. I put a tile in the bag too, just so I'd know it was coming with me for sure. So yeah, I just have to get an Uber now and I'll be at my hotel soon. All right, that wasn't too bad. It was 20 miles from the airport. It cost me about $40 on Lyft. Uber wanted $100 to take a ride here, so I went with Lyft in that case. I always check the two. Getting an Uber and Lyft at Miami airport is crazy. It was chaotic there. 3 lanes of cars, and each lane had 3 lanes also. So 9 lanes of cars constantly honking. I swear every car was honking. It was just nuts. But I did eventually get my Lyft. Took about 30 minutes. It is raining now, but it was a nice, relaxing ride. I had a great Lyft driver. She drove very safely and had nice conversation with me the whole time. So that was really relaxing. It was a good drive. I'm glad to get here safe and sound. Last time I flew to Florida, I did Alaska Airlines, and I really like Alaska Airlines. The main difference was that we had 2 drinks offered on Alaska Airlines. They came around twice for sodas and snacks and stuff like that. And they also had food that you could order on the app ahead of time, and I really appreciated that. There was no food on this flight offered, no snacks or anything. They just gave me some stale pretzels that were really, really stale, so that was kind of a letdown. They did come around once for drinks at the beginning of the flight, but that was it. It would have been nice to be able to get another coffee or another soda later on, but you know, no big deal. It wasn't bad. American Airlines wasn't too bad. I just like Alaska a little more, but I'm here now and I am very hungry. I brought a lot of snacks on the plane, luckily, but I'm starving now. It's almost 10:30 in Florida, but I'm still on California time. So for me, it's 7:30. It doesn't feel that late. I'm not ready for bed. So I'll probably Uber eat some food, get something here. I haven't had a real meal the entire day. I skipped breakfast and then I decided to skip lunch at the airport. I probably should have just got something for lunch at the airport. I kind of regret regret that. But I'll give you guys a quick tour of my room. I'm staying at the Hilton Miami Aventura, and this is really nice. I think I'm like 15-20 minutes from Fort Lauderdale in the morning. The Uber will be a quick ride, and I'm not in a rush in the morning or anything. This is a really nice hotel in a really nice area, and the Aventura Mall right next to it is the largest mall in Florida too, so I'm glad to be staying here. I'll just show you guys really quick what my room looks like. So here's the entryway here, and I think it's just like a faux marble tile, but it feels really luxurious. This is actually a really nice hotel, much nicer than I expected it to be. It was only like $100 for the night, just over that, which was pretty darn cheap actually. But yeah, here's the bathroom. The bathroom looks really nice. You have a beautiful stand-up shower on that side, no bathtub, but I love the tile in here. It just feels really clean. This place feels spotless, and it feels really upscale. It's just really good. It's a good looking sink, and then the toilet's over there in a separate room on that side. I like the carpet design, and there's a mini bar here with a coffee maker. The prices aren't too bad, actually. You could get yourself a little bottle of margarita, pre-made margarita for 20 bucks. That's actually not too bad. The glasses feel really fancy. You could tell how good a hotel's going to be by their glassware. When they give you nice stemless wine glasses like that in the room, you know it's higher quality. They just have some snacks. I'm not going to eat any of that, but it's actually decently priced for a hotel minibar. And I have a very comfortable king-size bed. And no frills, just a couch and a little table. It's good to have a table though. You can get some work done. I don't think the view's anything special, but let's look at the view, and that's pretty much it for the room tour. I did get a pool view, and I picked a hotel room away from the main road on the other side, and I don't hear a peep. I don't hear any road noise of any kind. This is insulated really well. I can see the rain falling on the pool, and that looks really pretty. Yeah, this is actually a really peaceful look out here. This is a really nice hotel. I'm on the 9th floor too, so I got lucky with my location. I've never had an espresso machine inside my hotel room before. It makes it feel like a fancy hotel. All we have to do today is take an Uber to the terminal, the cruise terminal in Fort Lauderdale. It's about 20 minutes from here. I checked on Google Maps, so that's not too bad at all. It really wasn't too much of a hassle to fly into Miami. There weren't direct flights for Fort Lauderdale, and I don't like doing layovers, at least from San Diego. I would have had to go out of LAX, and San Diego airport's just so much easier than LAX. So let's head to the cruise terminal and get on this ship. Well, thanks, Hilton. That was a nice hotel stay. The bed was comfortable, it was quiet and clean, and I slept really well despite the time change. I was tired, so I slept pretty darn good last night. And I'm headed to Port Everglades at Fort Lauderdale now. My boarding time is noon. All right, we're going on the ship now. That took about 30 minutes. That's really good. I got dropped off about 30 minutes ago. I am so excited right now. I'm just elated to be here. Ooh, I'm almost on the ship. I guess the first thing I want to do is grab some lunch. I think I'm going to do the buffet instead of doing a sit-down lunch. Last time on the Wonder, I did a sit-down lunch, and it wasn't really that good, and it took a long time. So I do the buffet even though it's pretty crazy there. Let's go eat, and my room will be ready in about an hour too. I love the look of these older ships. They kind of pay tribute to the transatlantic ships back in the time. I just love the dark woods and the classic feel of it. These older ships for Disney are definitely my favorite. I love the Wonder, so I'm gonna love the Dream. I think I prefer this one probably over the Wish, even though I've never tried the Wish yet, so I can't say that for sure. But look at all these portholes and how great that is. Animator's Palette is open for lunch today, so I just want to check the menu, but I'm probably gonna go to Cabanas, the buffet, instead. The dining room is open until 2, but the Cabanas is open until 3. Okay, here's a look at the menu. It looks like they have beef empanadas, some smoked salmon, a salad, ooh, gumbo soup and cornbread. That sounds good. I don't really like seafood in it though. Leek and potato soup would be good. Pasta, salad, muffaletta sandwich. I had that muffaletta sandwich last time on boarding day and it was just mid at best. Not very good. Ooh, they have sliced roasted beef sirloin. Cheesecake, yeah, the carrot cake's really good. I would recommend that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Cabanas because there's gonna be so many more options. It's just gonna be more chaotic at Cabanas, and this would be really relaxing to have a lunch here. But let's go to Cabanas and then we can get more done too, because if I do a sit-down lunch, it's gonna take a while. Just look at the lighting fixtures in here. It feels really fancy. This ship feels really classy and classic. It's elegant and nice and comfortable and clean, and there's art along the walls everywhere you go. We're gonna have dinner here at one night, Royal Palace. I'm really excited for Royal Palace. It's themed after all the Disney princesses, so that'll be pretty unique. There's going to be rotational dining, so we'll get to eat at 3 different places. I might skip dinner one of the nights because I wasn't too impressed last time with the sit-down dinners, but I really like the buffet. I might do quick service some nights or Palo or something too. Wow, this looks incredible. I'm on deck 11 where the pool is. They have a movie playing behind me too, which is really cool. We gotta try that aqueduct out. The aqueduct? I called it the aqueduct. Obviously it's a play on words, but I have to try that out at some point. It's in the 80s today. It's very humid and very warm, so I could probably go in the pool today. It's a nice day for it. It's gonna be a little cloudy later, but it's beautiful right now. This is just such a pretty pool deck though. Wow, this is amazing. I love walking into this. I keep getting stopped and just like standing and staring at things in awe. I definitely need to get to the buffet, but this looks so pretty. You guys should have seen the atrium when I first came in. It was the most beautiful atrium ever. I just loved it. It's 3 stories and it looks so elegant. I love the wood and all the design. I like the carpet. The chandelier was breathtaking, truly breathtaking, and the chandelier had a little hidden Mickey on it. It was just absolutely beautiful. What a great way to enter the ship and to first walk in. My jaw dropped. It just hit the floor when I first walked in the ship. It is awesome. I love it here so far. I am so excited to be here. This is just absolutely everything I could have dreamed for. It's a dream come true, being on the Disney Dream.
Is he doing okay?
I don't know, but whatever you do, don't mention D-A.
It's okay.
They do have 2 sides of the buffet with the same stuff on either side, and the other side is much quieter. So if you just go into one side, it'll usually be less busy than the other. All right, so when you walk into Cabanas, they have everything laid out pretty evenly. It starts with Paradise Pizza. They have a couple different types of pizza here, pineapple pizza. They have some specialties. The quality of the pizza doesn't look too good, but I'll do a taste test on it. And then you continue down to the Seagull Grill, which is the kids area with chicken tenders. They have rice, they have french fries, they have some plain vegetables for the kids as well. So it's kind of nice, but the adults like that one too. I'll have to grab a chicken tender. Then they have Neptune's Italian up next, and that's where all the bread rolls are. I love the bread on the Disney ships, so I definitely have to try that. They also have some focaccia bread down on the end that I noticed, but it's not part of this bread section, so you have to go down there and get that separately. But they have some pastas, some Italian dishes, not too much, but they have a couple of options from each little section here, which is really nice. They even have mushy peas, which is funny. Salmon, I'll be skipping that, but they definitely have salmon if you guys are interested in that. And they have the galley grill, which is like chips and some beef. It looks really good. The grill section looks nice. And they have asparagus out and some other stuff too. It looks like really good stuff though. Mashed potatoes. I definitely have to get the mashed potatoes and the beef. That looks yummy. And then they have a little charcuterie section with cold cuts and cheese. And they have wraps that are cut into little pieces. They have sandwiches. A lot of different sandwich options, which is nice to see. So if you just want something cold and easy, you can just grab that. And then they have penne pasta and a couple other types of pasta. They just have plain spaghetti that you can put sauce on. That all looks really good. They really have a lot of choices in here. But the Cabanas buffet is not open for dinner. It's only open for lunch, which is such a bummer. I've never heard of a major cruise line only being open for lunch. They also have a bunch of sand castles here for each of the castles around the parks. And I think that's so cool. They have the International Parks castles as sand castles. That's something really fun to look at and to take a picture with. It's really, really nice in Cabanas. I like the theming in here. There's some palm trees on the inside, and they have really good views of the ocean too, so you can definitely see the ocean anywhere you sit in here, which is really nice. When I'm on a cruise ship, I like to see the sea as much as possible. I want to see all the ships and stuff around me and everything around us, because you're on a ship and you want to enjoy being on the water. And then they have a salad bar with a lot of different types of salad and a lot of different types of dressing. I'm impressed. They have some with like eggs and chicken on it, others with just vegetables. They have some unique options. One looks like it has little falafels on it. And then they have the seafood section. I don't know if this is every day. I think this might only be on the first day of the cruise. They have the seafood section with crabs, and the crab is free. I mean, that's pretty cool to see free crab. People love that, and people love their shrimp too. I'm not big into seafood. I don't really care for shrimp cocktail. I like fried shrimp. I don't care for shrimp cocktail, and I don't care for crab at all, so I'm gonna skip over that. And the most important section, the dessert section. I love the dessert on the Disney cruise ships. That is so yummy. They even have like a fresh made apple crisp, an apple crumble pudding with vanilla sauce. I definitely have to get that. I think I'm mostly going to get dessert because I don't see a lot of food options that I want necessarily, but I see tons of dessert that I want. There's little cakes, there's jello, there's fruit. Fruit isn't a dessert. That's funny, the fruit's just tucked into there. Carrot cake is really good. They have a little pecan tart. I have to try that. They have some puddings. Ooh, it all looks so good. And some of it's really cute too, so I'm gonna have to try as many desserts as I can possibly eat today. They also have 2 carving stations. They have turkey. I don't know about the turkey though. I might just skip over that. I'm not a big fan of just oven roasted turkey, but it does look good. It looks juicy and succulent. Maybe if they have some gravy. Oh, they do have a gravy. I could try it with some gravy. And then they have like a roast beef. They call it a roasted steamship, but it's very rare. It even has a warning on it about eating undercooked meats because by law they have to provide that warning. It looks delicious, but it's a little too rare for me, I think, so I might skip that. And that's everything. Other cruise lines definitely do have more options than here, but they're trying to please kids and adults on this cruise ship, and they're doing a pretty good job at covering all their bases. Yeah, this side's much quieter. There's a long line on the other side, and no one's on this side of the restaurant. It's kind of funny, but look how there's no line. The other one is jam-packed full of people, and there's lines for every single station. There's even lines to get inside at the other side. So that's a big pro tip. Definitely check the other side because it will be less busy. They have this tile mosaic mural for Finding Nemo in here, and it's so awesome. Wow, look at that. All right, I went with a pretty sensible selection. Honestly, I didn't see a lot of food that looked great, but I could try the quick service food out after this too. I got some focaccia bread, asparagus. The pizza just looks like that pre-made pizza crust, and that's a bummer. How does Disney always mess up pizza? It doesn't look like good pizza, but I'll still try it out. I got gravy on my mashed potatoes, and I got some steak too, some sirloin, and I put gravy on that. That'll be good. I think that's gonna be the best part. I tried the fries. They had French fries and they had steak fries. I tried them right when I got them, and they unfortunately are already cold and stale, so that's kind of a bummer. On start day, you'd think the turnover would be higher and those wouldn't go stale. The food is not a highlight on Disney Cruise for me, but what is the Disney magic. I mean, just look at these cups. They have little Mickeys on them. Look at that. That is so cute. You get free soda, or soda included rather. I got some water. I just love that the cups. And just look at this view. Lunch with a view. I can see the sea and beautiful Fort Lauderdale. This is just so nice to sit here and eat. There's a lot of highlights on Disney cruises, but in my opinion, the food is not a big highlight. I've been on a lot of princess cruises, and the food is always way better than Disney, but it's still good enough. Don't take my criticism as a lack of gratitude. I'm always grateful to be doing this kind of stuff, and I will enjoy the food. It's just kind of lackluster though, but we'll enjoy our lunch still. I'll let you guys know what my favorite part of lunch was after. Dessert is by far the best part of this meal. I got a strawberry creme de pot, which is going to be great. A pecan tartlet. I really went overboard. This carrot cake's awesome. I've had that before. A little celebration, basically a funfetti cupcake with some whipped cream on top. That's going to be good. And oh, look at this. They had ice cream and vanilla sauce. Oh, I should have got vanilla sauce also to go with the apple crumble. That's going to be incredible. I'm so excited for dessert. I feel a little gluttonous right now because I definitely got too much dessert. The food was a little lackluster, but the dessert was awesome. My favorite part of the food was the chicken tenders. Those were great. You have to try the Disney Cruise Line chicken tenders. They are fantastic. They're crunchy and salty. They're seasoned well. I'm going to be eating those the whole cruise. They're very good. The beef was good. The sirloin steak with the gravy on it. It was a little bit tough and a little bit fatty, but it was good for buffet steak, so I like that as well. Pizza was kind of, just kind of a letdown. It really was not even as good as some of the frozen pizzas out there. Even a California Pizza Kitchen frozen pizza is a little better. It's just the pre-made crust. That's the biggest problem with it. It's like cardboard crust, and I don't know why. A lot of people agree with that, though. They don't like the Disney Cruise Line pizza, or the Disney Parks pizza for that matter. But the bread was fantastic. The focaccia roll was great. The poppy seed roll was awesome. I loved that. Dessert though was amazing. The pecan tart was like a little pecan pie. That was super good. The only thing that was just kind of lackluster in terms of dessert was that celebration cake. It just tasted like nothing. It didn't even taste like a funfetti cake. But the strawberry creme de pot was delicious. And oh my gosh, that apple crumble with ice cream, I could have eaten a whole bowl of that. I almost finished my desserts too. I ate a lot of dessert today. It was really, really good. Carrot cake was pretty darn good too. too. I like that. It's 1:30 now, and they said the rooms will be ready at 1:30. I have a veranda balcony room on the 10th floor, which is one deck below all of this. It's right below the Sensa Spa, so I'm super excited for that. I'm going to be going to the spa a lot because I got a Rainforest pass, which is like the spa room with the hot tubs that overlook the water, and you can use the sauna and the steam rooms there too. So let's go do a quick room tour. I'm in a really good location with a balcony, so I'm super excited for it. Wow, I just did a tour of the spa and the fitness center. I'll have to show you guys some of that. That was really cool. And my luggage is already here. How awesome is that? That was quick. Man, that's like a 15-second walk from the spa to my room. That's great. All right, so I'm in room 10016 on the port side at the very front of the ship. I got so lucky with my room location because I just did a guaranteed stateroom. That way I could get the best price on this, and it was 40% off. I got so lucky. There's split bathrooms in here. I'll show you guys those. So the beds on the Disney Cruise Line don't separate. It's a true queen bed, which is actually really nice if you're traveling solo. But if you're sharing with someone and you don't want to share a bed, you're going to have someone sleep on the pull-out sofa bed instead. The regular bed is definitely more comfortable than the pull-out sofa, but it's not bad. The only downfall to my room is that I got a conjoined room here. So hopefully there's no noise from the neighbors. And I can put a towel under the door and hope that I don't hear any snoring. Sometimes in hotel rooms when they're conjoined and you don't need them to be conjoined, you could hear everything from the other room, and that's just kind of a bummer. This is an amazing stateroom. It's a little dark, but I really like it a lot. It is beautiful. It just feels elegant like the rest of the ship. It's not bright whites and stuff. It's darker tones, and it's just a more comfortable feel for me. I like the rooms on the Wish from what I've seen, but they're really bright, and a lot of the new cruise lines are making very bright rooms with LED lights. This just feels really cozy, and I appreciate that. This is a big room, though, and I have a balcony, so that's awesome. The room is definitely showing its age with the TV, though. It's a little tiny old TV. It's kind of funny, but I'm not here to watch TV. I got my bag because I'm now technically part of the Castaway Club. I did my first cruise on the Wonder. This is my second cruise, so I believe I'm silver. So you get a little luggage tag and a bag, a tote bag for free. That's really cool. I really appreciate that. I am definitely going to utilize those. Here's the couch that pulls out into a sofa. It's also a queen bed, too, I think, that you can sleep on. And there's a little table, there's a chair, and a desk to get some work done. I like it. The balcony is the best part, though. Let's check that out. There's a lot of construction out there, so it'll be pretty noisy right now. Yeah, it certainly is noisy out here right now. There's a little construction site right next to me, but once we're sailing, this is going to be amazing with an ocean view. Oh, hopefully I'm facing the way of one of the islands, too. I think when we go to Castaway Cay, the boat faces the other side, so I will see the sea but not the island from my room. But maybe at Lookout Cay, I will be able to see the island from my room. Oh, there's a Royal Caribbean ship. That's an older Royal Caribbean ship. I can't tell what the other one is. Maybe Celebrity or something. It's just fun to see all the other ships here. I am definitely going to enjoy this balcony. There are 2 chairs here with a little table, and that's pretty much it for the room tour. Oh, we'll check out the bathrooms. They're split bathrooms, which is really unique for Disney Cruise Lines. The room also feels really cool. The thermostat works well in here. I just love this. This is perfect. It's so cozy. Oh, look at the art here. Everybody's waving at the ship. They're saying, "Bon voyage, Disney Cruise." That'll be us sailing away. We're going to sail away in an hour. It's pretty quick here. We sail at 3 o'clock. Man, the day is already going by so quick. This has been such a seamless process today and so easy. So here's the first bathroom that's separate, actually. This is nice. It's just the toilet and the sink, and then you have one other bathroom. And it's split so that 2 people could use the bathroom at the same time. One can shower and one can use the toilet. These have a tub too, which is unique for a cruise line to have tubs. It's good to bathe the kids. It's much easier if you have small ones than giving them a shower. It's a pretty good shower here and a sink. I like the bathroom products. It's the old H2O products. They call it sea salt now, and it's so nice. It smells wonderful. I did a tour of the Rainforest Room in the spa since I am going to be using it through the trip, and I'm so excited to be using that. They have 4 different showers that are like scented with different themes and stuff, and then you can go outside, and it's enclosed, but it overlooks the ocean, so it kind of feels like you're outside. There's 2 hot tubs, which are really, really nice. I'm going to be in those hot tubs constantly because the view is amazing from there. There's also those heated stone loungers that you can lay on that really help your back. And there are more loungers on this one. There were 4 on the Wonder. There's 10 lounge chairs on this one, so I'm
really looking forward to that. There's also like a steam room and a dry room and another sauna, and the sauna has a window in it. Well, it's like a floor to ceiling window that you can see out to the ocean. I've never heard of a sauna where you can see the ocean, and I love saunas, so I'm super excited to use that. Tonight is Animator's Palette, and I actually decided I just want to skip dinner tonight. I did Animator's Palette last time. It was really fun, but it's a long experience. It went on for almost 2 hours. It's a long time to kind of just sit by myself. The big problem about getting food on Disney Cruise Line is they do it differently than any other cruise. There is no food available other than room service after 6 p.m. unless you do the main dining room. So the quick service locations close at 6 p.m., which is way too early. On most cruise lines like Princess, you have the International Cafe that's open 24/7, or you can at least get pizza until like midnight or 2 in the morning. Here they shut everything down and you're stuck with just room service. So I'm probably gonna grab some like to-go options and maybe put them in my fridge so I can eat a little bit later. But I really just want to enjoy the show tonight, enjoy the spa. I really just want to relax. So I think I'm just gonna skip over dinner and look for dinner elsewhere. I think that's a great plan. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that.
Today has been one of the most magical and wonderful days of my life. I mean, I just had such a great time. From the get-go, it was incredible. I forgot to mention, when I checked into the cruise terminal, I saw Joey Chu's art, and I recognized Joey Chu's art always, right away. And I saw it in the cruise terminal at Port Everglades, and I got so excited. I had to stop and take pictures and video of each of the pieces of art that he had. He had all the characters on the cruise ship, and he just stylizes them perfectly. Chip and Dale are the cutest versions of Chip and Dale I've ever seen. He just draws and paints and makes art in the most fantastic way possible. And Donald and Daisy were there too. Right away when I saw it, I was like, this is Joey Chu's art for sure. The entire terminal was really nice too. I think that was all Joey Chu art that was up on the walls of both sides of the terminals. There were hidden Mickeys in the ceiling. You could just tell that it was his specific stylization. I just knew walking into the terminal that it was all Joey Chu. I had dinner though, and it was really good. I actually got Ramon's Cantina, and they gave me 2 tacos with beef. I got corn salsa, salsa roja, and I got some guacamole on top. And it wasn't the best quality beef. It was a little bit chewy and under seasoned, but with everything else, it was great. It really hit the spot. That was better than anything I had in the buffet today. I got tacos. You could also get a bowl there, but the tacos I had were really good, actually. The guacamole was nice. It had like big chunks of avocado in it, and I really liked that. The corn salsa was sweet and tangy. I love corn on anything, so that was perfect. And then salsa roja too. It was a good salsa. I mean, that was a good dinner. It really filled me up, and it really hit the spot. And I got 2 more chicken tenders with the honey mustard. The honey mustard is great here. So I just wanted to do quick service before it closed down at 6 o'clock. I also got a couple of sandwiches and just put them in my fridge. That way if I get hungry later tonight, I have a couple of sandwiches and some fruit. I brought plastic bags, and that's a big tip. I brought plastic bags and I put the sandwiches in the plastic bags because the plates won't fit in there. I'm just going to go to the spa and the hot tub in the Rainforest Room. Oh, and I went to the Golden Mickeys. I forgot to mention that. The Golden Mickeys, I got a great spot. I was in the 3rd row and I only got there 10 minutes early. I thought I was going to miss the show being 10 minutes early. On the Wonder, you had to get there like 45 minutes early. There was hardly anybody in that show. And the Golden Mickeys is so good. It's about a stage manager that kind of gets put into the performance role, and it's really cute. It's really hokey and cheesy, but it's really cool because you get to see Hunchback of Notre Dame and Tarzan and Aladdin and Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. There's a lot of main songs. Oh, and the puppet. It's pretty much the same puppet from Mickey and the Magical Map. You get to see Sebastian sing Under the Sea. That's the same puppet we used to have in Disneyland, but that was one of my favorite shows from the Disney Wonder, so I was so glad to see it here, and I didn't have to show up early to get a spot. I mean, that was amazing. But thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. There's going to be a lot of adventures to come up this week. Tomorrow we're going to Lookout Key, and my adventure got canceled, actually. My shore excursion got canceled. So I'm just going to self-roam and just do whatever I want to do since the shore excursion is canceled now. But there's a lot coming up, so I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you stay tuned for everything that I have on this adventure coming up shortly. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention the price of this cruise. So it was a 5-night cruise, and it was only $1,900, which is really cheap for Disney. I paid over that. I paid much more than that, about $1,000 more to go on the Wonder a couple of years ago. And the destinations weren't that great on the Wonder. So to be able to go to the Bahamas and both Disney private islands is incredible for $1,900. And keep in mind, the solo price is the same as splitting a veranda room. So that would be for 2 people if you had 2 people in your party. $1,900 for 2 people is a great vacation with all the entertainment, all the food included. I mean, that's incredible. It was too good of a deal. I planned this really last minute because they sent out an email for a 40% off sale for the cruise. And I figured, you know what? YOLO, you only live once. Let's just do it. I've always wanted to go to both the private islands, so might as well just get them done and check that off. And I've always wanted to go on the Dream. It's a dream come true to be here. But thank you guys. I'll see you real soon, and good night.